Hi, how are we? This is a new, all right, this is a little bit different. Right, hold on. Let me actually get myself together before I start. So this is a new series that I am doing. I have been kind of in like just a rut, and I purchased The Artist's Way. I've been seeing a lot of talk about this, especially since Doechii did it and kind of like recorded her whole thing. I haven't watched hers. Honestly, I've just noticed that I don't think I'm truly being creative necessarily, and I think I'm just kind of looking at everyone else's inspiration and like forming that into my own. So my goal with this is to honestly just like figure out my personal style and understand that. So that's why I don't really want to watch anyone else's journey through their like morning pages or anything like that. I haven't even like read the first chapter, or like I've just kind of done like the intro a little bit. So I'm going to kind of like go week by week, I think, through this and just talk about my experience. I don't think I'm really gonna necessarily talk about like, I don't know. We'll kind of, the whole reason that I'm kind of doing this, one, to find my personal style and what like actually inspires me and what art coming from me and only me would actually look like without being inspired by others. And I kind of went the more like professional and safe route of like, I went to college, I, you know, did business school, and I have that degree now, and I'm working kind of in a corporate job currently. So I feel like now the world has changed so much, and I'm just constantly craving creativity in my like daily life. So I really want to see like what I could actually create, and I feel like I've always been creative, but like that's never been something that I think is a good thing until probably this year. So I really want to just see what I make and be brave enough to kind of like put it online. You know, I don't know if anyone's gonna like watch this, but I feel like I needed to do it for myself, and that's kind of why I even started posting YouTube videos. That has been a goal since I was like 12 years old, and I've just never been able to do it just because I just like worried and cared too much about what other people were thinking. You know, now I really want to like pursue my passions and, you know, make them kind of into a career. And insane right now, but I just took a workout class. It's only my second day of morning pages, and I feel like I've just tried to not let myself complain about it. I have, like just my life in general, and I have complained, but I always try to like make it positive at the end. I was just talking out loud to myself on the way there and back, and I was just ranting. I guess just like God, I was just like kind of acting like I was getting interviewed in a sense, and just like going on a tangent, like imagining myself like a couple years in the future and just being like, you know, I was 22, I was like going through freaking hell back. I was in a job that I hated. I was actively looking for jobs. I was trying to find my creative mindset and my creativity. I was onboarded at a CMO, having no idea what to do, and constantly feeling like I'm position taken away and not feeling like I know enough, and just wanting to just constantly exert energy. I'm looking for other jobs, looking for other startups to be a part of, but also thinking that, you know, I want to pursue my like career and myself as well, and maybe I don't need and I shouldn't apply myself to all of these like jobs and start other people's startups. So maybe I should just start my own thing. And I'm also managing my YouTube and trying to create my, you know, like cooking channel on TikTok, which, you know, just like it doesn't get anywhere, but I know then I have to remind myself that yes, even though I want to do that full time, it's not getting anywhere, and so I have to like be okay with it not going viral or like getting no likes. But then seeing someone I barely know post a stupid 5-second video and get 119 likes on her third video, on her third TikTok, it's just like allowing myself to be negative and embrace it and just being like, no, it's okay, you can sit. I'm like about to cry. Just like, you can sit in that negativity and you don't have to be positive about it. And like, you know, I was super depressed a few months ago, and it's been like, honestly, I'm just going through a crisis, and that was like the whole reason that I'm even doing this. Like, this hasn't even been in focus the whole time because I'm moving around so much, but I also look crazy. But it's just the fact that like, yes, I'm not getting hired. What else do I need to be doing? What else do I need to be learning? Should I, take Excel classes? Should I go back to college? Should I get a UX or UI degree? Should I, you know, again, like go to culinary school? Do I travel? Do I quit? Do I take out loans? Or do I apply my money to something else? Like, I'm just so lost, but I'm not lost. I understand what I want to do, but there's just so many options and I'm not sure how to bring them all together, and I'm scared, and like there's just so much going through my head. I want to grow up, but I don't, because I want to experience so many more things, but I also can't let myself think that it's like age is a restriction. It's my second day of morning pages and I'm like, it's radically changed me. No, I'm just like very excited and very hopeful to see where this goes. And I'm also like, maybe like hesitant to make changes while I'm going through this like program, because it is like a 3-month program. But then I think in my head, I'm like, if I don't make any changes for 3 months, I'm going to lose it. I'm the most creative I've ever been, but I'm also the most lost and the most stuck I've ever been in my entire life, I think. Like, I want to go abroad for culinary school for 3 months. Like, I want to do that. That is something I want to do in my life. So do I do it now? Like, nothing is holding me back except this job. Like, my apartment lease is over. I can leave. Like, nothing is holding me back. So like, why not? It's just the jump that's the scariest. Do I want to do that, or am I convincing myself that's what I want to do because I'm not sure what to do? It's my 4th day. Today is the only day I've actually woken up early to do the morning pages. I feel like I've already seen a shift, and now that I'm saying it, it sounds so stupid because I'm like, okay, like you've journaled for like 4 days, so calm down. And that's kind of like all I've done so far. I have had the most intense dreams and like very vivid, like in-depth, insane dreams, and I've remembered them. I don't know, I was crashing out the other night, and now I think it's just like really widening my scope and like having me think about, you know, who do I want to be as like an artist or as a creative, and like what does that look like for me, because I do feel like I apply other people's dreams on myself when that's not necessarily the case. So hi. Okay, I am actually on week 2 now, but I am going to do the 1-week check-in, and we'll just kind of see. I think I was kind of going through a crisis last week. We're getting through it, and she is honestly just incredible, because in the 2nd chapter, she literally explained everything I was feeling last week, and I was like, okay, so it's normal. Okay, got it. Question 1. How many days this week did you do your morning pages? 7 out of 7. Yes, I did my morning pages every single day. I have yet to miss one. And she was right in the prediction that I don't know if I could ever stop them. I feel like I didn't realize how much I was in my head, and how much I was constantly thinking about things, and also how much like I wasn't, I guess it was more of determination, and I was proud of myself that I actually allotted time every morning to do the morning pages. However, the affirmations were a little bit hard for me, just because I think I was so focused on trying to get the morning pages done, and I really need to allow myself more time to have a full like morning to myself. Okay, question number 2. Did you do your artist date this week? I want to say yes, but I feel like I didn't. I feel like I do this a lot where I try to do things for myself, but then it just ends up feeling like so much work. And I don't know if that's just because I haven't been using my creativity to its potential, and now I'm like actually using like that muscle, you know, in my brain. I did go around and like do something that I had wanted to do, but it's so in line with what I do for work that I think it was hard to get out of that mindset of like, how can I use this to benefit me? For my artist date, I was like, I would love to just like go get inspired. Maybe I will just go, you know, go to a market, an artist market, and look at like what they are, you know, producing, and just maybe like it's even their company card or something like that, to just like get inspired and like have a refresh. And I did do that, but the whole time I was just thinking like, oh, how could I recap this for LinkedIn? Where I'm having a hard time just like shutting my brain off, just because I am alone all of the time, to like transfer that time in my head from just like living my life to intentionally doing something to like nurture my creativity. And I think that's why I'm hesitant on answering the artist date, just because I think I like don't know what I want to do. Were there any other issues this week that you consider significant for your recovery? Describe them. Okay, I think I took a lot of clips of me fully having a crash out this week. So I mean, I think I can't tell if I was just over analyzing everything and trying to treat everything as a sign, because there's so much going on in my life that I want to do. So I don't know if I'm using this as an excuse to change everything in my life. Like, am I doing this because I'm not loving what I'm doing currently, and I just want to use this book as an example and some false claim that it was a sign? And I think that's what I'm the most scared about. And so that's what I've kind of been like praying for very like intentional signs and opportunities to transition out of where I am. So honestly, it was all around just like a mess last week, but I kind of got my life in order, and in a sense, more like, not my life, I shouldn't say, but I got my time management in order, because I realized with doing this and then everything else in my life that I really don't take time for myself. And it's kind of like a similar feeling of like the artist garden, like, or the artist garden, what am I doing? The artist date is where like, yes, I'm doing things for myself, but like not with the right mindset and intention going into it. So I think I'm pressuring myself because I'm really nervous by the image of me going through all of this to end up in the same spot and not have any growth. And that really concerns me, like setting way too high of expectations or intentions for this. Or is that maybe good because I'm allowing myself to accept change? I don't know. It's just like, oh my gosh, it could just, honestly, I could just keep going around and around. So I'm really excited to get into the next few weeks once I actually get in it, because I think I'll be able to figure out my mind and what I really feel passionate about and what I want to do. Thanks for watching. If you did, I am going to keep posting these every week just because I want to. So yeah. I also have a TikTok and an Instagram that you are welcome to follow, and they're in the description below. Okay.